Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, the Einstein of Wall Street, from the floor of New York Stock Exchange, the greatest financial institution in the world, the ceiling, the floor, Wall Street Global Trading Academy, and Apex, episode 9875 of What the Heck's Going On. Don't you love these days where they open them down in the red on the lower left and they close them up on the upper right in the positive mode? Green, cash is king, green is supreme. It's a beautiful day. Up 600 on the Dow yesterday in response to all this positive stuff coming out about the fact that the government shutdown is over. We had a 105-point rally on the S&P 500, major significant 1.1 billion on the tape. I would say 2.5 to 1 on up versus down volume. The VIX are down, no fear in this market. Transports are up. Now, tech still taking a little bit of a hit because I don't know, everybody's sort of talking this crazy narrative, whether it's a bubble or whether it's overpriced or whether they, the fact that the SoftBank guy is selling all this NVIDIA. I think it's chatter. I think it's noise. I mean, just look at the writing on the wall. Look at the commitment by all the huge companies into the CapEx, into the whole thing. It is, as Dan Ives always says, second inning of a 9-inning game going into extra innings. This is a revolution, ladies and gentlemen, in AI. To think that it's a bubble doesn't make sense to me. Look, I could be wrong. It's very possible I've been wrong before, but I don't get that whole thing that they're turning on a dime. You've got, the stocks have been lifting the market for 200-something days, and then suddenly one thing goes wrong, or there's a little bit of, one day does not make a market, 1 week does not make a market. One person's opinion or chatter about something does not change the whole trajectory of a whole sector that's investing trillions of dollars into far out building data centers and now doing everything it's doing. The demand is there. There's lack of supply. Everybody, the big guys are trying to monopolize everything going on. So I don't get that whole stuff. So anyway, but that's moving the market. But you obviously saw, look, the S&P not as up as the Dow is because the Dow is a little less tech heavy. S&P is super tech heavy. And so you're seeing that with the FANG index, that is Facebook, Amazon, and Netflix, and Google, down 25 points here at the stock exchange. However, look, there is a lot going on. There's a lot in the nooks and crannies of what's happening in the market. November is historically, seasonally, the most robust of months, right, for the market, and we're back in that mode, right? People started to talk about, the market is not reacting, to the fact that, look, we've been shut down as a government for 40-something days, the longest ever, and the impact that that has had, and I'm sure on so many people's lives, and then now we're not reacting in the most positive way. I think we are up 105 handles one day and another 600 points on the Dow the next day. It's looking good. If you want to know, tomorrow, Wednesday, we have Wall Street Global Trading Academy. Go link in the bio. We're always here for you. Check it out.